It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. I hope everybody is feeling well, elevating and radiating. Salute to the chat. I want to talk about why they fear and hate you. That's right, chosen ones. This one right here is the real deal. It's going to be a lot of unanswered questions answered in this particular broadcast when it comes to this walk, right? Now, many are called, few are chosen. So first and foremost, being chosen means you're honoring God's law, statutes, and commandments. You're traveling down a road less traveled. You're being set apart, and most of all, you're fulfilling the purpose that the Lord gave you. You're in your purpose. Or at least you're gravitating towards your purpose. Because if you were chosen to do something on this planet, right? So let's take all the vanity, all of the nonsense out, because, everybody seems to believe they're chosen these days when it's only few of us, and we're few and far in between. But real recognize real. Real recognize real. Now, with that established, right? I want to talk about why they fear and they hate you. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, chosen ones, I hope you know this, right? All you elected people out here viewing. I hope you know that you're the wave. I hope you know that you are the source. I hope you understand that you're the energy. You don't need to fit in this world. You don't need to try to, squeeze your way into society and be a certain way to be accepted. You don't have to. You are the wave. You are the clout. You are the originators. So I'm really hoping you understand that and accept it for what it is. Understand that the Lord gave you some superpowers, and we got to talk about that. This is the reason they fear you right here. You have been blessed with some incredible powers, and these powers include discernment. Number one, a real strong sense of the people around you. Empathy, understanding people, and wisdom, and moving accordingly. And what that does immediately is it puts a flashlight on those who have ill intentions. And a lot of people around you, chosen ones, probably don't know why you know certain things. Like, how do you know certain information? How are you able to piece the puzzle together? And it makes people afraid because they see your ability to be able to discern. So they're looking at you like, hey, maybe this person can expose who I am or what my motives and intentions are. Because they're operating on the left-hand side. They're not being real. A lot of people are not being real. The mass majority of society is fake. They're putting on a facade. They all playing games. It's a charade, ladies and gentlemen. It's all a game to most people. But when you're real and you're your authentic self, and you can see, that's something that got these people terrified. They petrified because you're looking deep down in the souls of people. When you catch eye contact with people, you can see things that you're really not supposed to see. But the Lord gave you some strong abilities to discern. So people are essentially afraid of that. I mean, it's second nature to you all. I mean, it's almost like a seventh sense, if you will, or a sixth sense, if you will, where you have the ability to understand people. Right? And that's one of the reasons why they're afraid. Another reason they're afraid is because of your social, political views as well. We're talking about how you view the world. Now, on a grand scale, there's certain entities and individuals in high places that watch you on social media. You're being watched, brothers and sisters. I'm just being honest with you. When you are here posting scriptures, when you posting certain information that you're not even supposed to know, because This government and this system then put you through so much psychological warfare. They done gave you the 12 grades of learning where you're not supposed to know the things that you know. You're supposed to believe everything they tell you. And the fact that you can see through the lies and you can post certain things and see certain things, that's an anomaly to them. They can't believe that you can see. They like, who is this person? Who are they? See, it's a miracle that you woke up to this truth, that you know who you are, you understand your identity, you know where you're going. That's a miracle. It's similar to the frog that jumped out of the pot. That's how you looked at, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what do I mean by the frog that jumped out of the pot? All right, so for those who don't know, who have never heard this analogy before, when you take a frog and you put it in a pot of boiling water, if you turn the temperature up slower and slower, gradually turn up the notch, that frog doesn't know that it's in boiling water. And that frog will stay there all the way to the point where it's boiled alive, right? Now, you're the frog that hopped out the pot. It wasn't supposed to happen. I mean, it doesn't normally happen. Normally, the frog would stay put. They did the same program with you as they did with everybody else. You learned the same nonsense education that they taught everybody else. They put the same predictive programming and lesser magic out there in society, but for some reason, it just did not work. You jumped out of the water before it was too late. So now imagine if you was one of those chefs that cook frogs and you seen this frog jump out the pot, it's going to startle you, right? So you shock a lot of people, brothers and sisters, just the fact that you're so rare and that you can see. And listen, don't take that for granted at all. The Lord says, bless your eyes that you can see and your ears that you can hear. Another reason why they hate you. Well, we're talking about fear first, then we'll talk about the hate. We'll talk about why they fear you, then we'll talk about why they hate you, right? Pamela, thank you for the $20 contribution. Also, it was someone else who sent the 10. I appreciate the support. Why else do they fear you, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let's talk about it. Hold on, let's get this sunlight, right? Let's get this sunlight. They fear you because you survived things you were never supposed to survive, ladies and gentlemen. You done been through things in your life that you were not supposed to come out of the other end. This is something that a lot of chosen ones have in common. And people on the outside are watching like, yo, I seen what happened to this person. I seen what they've been through. I seen their trials and tribulations. And people are looking like they wasn't supposed to make it out of that. They wasn't supposed to survive that. They're looking at you in awe, like, hold on now. He wasn't supposed to survive that divorce. He wasn't supposed to survive that incarceration. She wasn't supposed to survive that car accident. She wasn't supposed to survive that separation. He wasn't supposed to survive all of his friends turning his back on him and betraying him, setting him up, lining him up for the kill, but he did survive. She wasn't supposed to survive her childhood trauma, what she'd been through, what that predator did to her. She wasn't supposed to survive none of that. These 2/3 is looking like, how is it that they survive these tumultuous occasions in their lives and they can still formulate a sentence and still be apt to live a prosperous life and still be able to smile, still be able to keep their head up, still have their head on a swivel, still be sane. Listen, a lot of people can't go through what you've been through. They weak ass can't handle what y'all done been through. That's what you got to understand. This is what's supposed to make you more bold in the faith and more strong and courageous with this truth. They weak asses can't go through what you've been through. And it's crazy because people will be hating on you because of your position in life. But if they've been through what you've been through, they would have cracked. they would have cracked. They wouldn't have been able to push through what you made it through. That's why you got to be careful with looking at other people and what position they in life and how they acquired their success. And you don't never know what they've been through. So mind your business and focus on yourself, right? Now, there's so many reasons why they fear you. A lot of them know they couldn't survive what you survived. They know that you're stoic. They know that you're wise people. They know that you brothers have been through everything. You sisters have been through everything. Fatherless households. No father there to teach you the ins and outs, but you strong, fervent brothers still survive nonetheless, and you still here as good men today. Rising above with goals in mind. Focus on these goals day in and day out. Now, the fear of it, the fear of you can become hate. First and foremost, they hate you for the Lord's name's sake. That's what the scriptures tell you. This is the main reason they hate you. Because with all this being said, all of these reasons why they fear you, you're still operating in a Christ-like manner. So what do I mean by that? Not saying we're perfect and not saying we are the Messiah, but for them to hate you for his name's sake, you would have to take a look at how he lived his life. You would have to take a look at how he was when he was walking this planet. We're talking about an austere man. We're talking about a serious brother. We talk about a brother who stood for justice. We talk about a brother who was a healer. We talk about a brother who held no punches. Matter of fact, we can say that a lot of the prophets, bishops, and teachers didn't hold no punches. They told it like it is. They spoke to you straight up. You living in a world where they can't handle somebody just being straight up. They can't handle somebody being real. Everybody want to play games. Everybody want to get their ears tickled. That's why the scripture says that people will heap teachers to themselves, saying to themselves, don't tell us truth. This is what they would say to themselves. Tell us smooth things. Prophesy unto us lies. That's what people want to hear. They want to hear lies. They want to hear all feel-good messages. But the fact of the matter is, chosen ones are realists. And they are the realists. And chosen ones are going to tell you what's to come. As watchers, as chosen by the Most High. See, when you get on these platforms and you hear a lot of people talking about chosen ones, they're not really breaking it down. You know, everybody's just talking out the side of their neck. And people feeling special because they may look a certain way, or they have a certain following, or they have a certain support system, or they've accomplished certain things. But in reality, if you're not walking in this word, meaning you're fulfilling his purpose, you're representing the Most High, you're representing the scriptures, then what are you chosen to do? Because the purpose of life is to do the Most High's will. That's the purpose of life. Right. Somebody says they want to always be in the way of your spiritual growth. Absolutely. Somebody said the Most High has promised that we will not be touched. Pick up our cross and carry it. Absolutely. That's another reason why they fear you, because they know that they can't touch you. They know that there's protection coming from on high. There's certain spiritual laws that these people cannot cross. There's people who undoubtedly sit back and they plot on the chosen ones day in and day out. They hate you, ladies and gentlemen. They pray to the ancestors, to the devil, to God, to Lucifer, all of those things, that you will be destroyed. They hate when you elevate. They hate when you winning. They hate when you have accomplished a new goal. They hate it. And then they sit and they plot, and they plot to no end. But the Lord don't let them do anything. There's so many people in your life, ladies and gentlemen, that tried to line you up for the kill, and they would stop dead in their tracks. They would stop dead in their tracks. They hate it when they see you copping a new vehicle. They hate it when they see you living life the right way. They hate it when they see you in a healthy relationship. It's just we living in a crabs in a bucket type of world. We really are. And a lot of people got ulterior motives. And there's a lot of people who are very selfish and narcissistic. And they really just aiming to take all your energy. You can't give them that. Yep, somebody said, but it be the best part. Haters know. It says, haters is how you know you're doing something right. Absolutely. Real talk. Somebody said a lot of hidden agendas. Absolutely. Yep, Hitman says all my worries went away when I realized y'all was in control. Absolutely. Somebody said this is the second time I'm hearing the crabs in the bucket reference today. Oh yeah, watch your surroundings. And all they doing is making us stronger. All they doing is making us stronger. And ladies and gentlemen, they fear you because they don't understand you. Like, you're very foreign to them. People don't understand how you could just walk alone. People don't understand how you could be in your own zone and not care about fitting in with others. People don't understand how you have the ability to walk away, the ability to just walk away from people. And you're not desperate for attention. You're not desperate for acceptance and approval. You're very rare in this world because there's so many people out here with a hive mentality. The mass majority think like robots. The mass majority is zombies, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you got to wrap your mind around. And when you're an individual who just stays to yourself, you're very observant. You're tapped into the Most High. You're getting your downloads. You are on a righteous path. You're bettering yourself gradually. You know, you may still battle with certain vices and struggles, but you're fighting. You're on the right side of fighting these vices. A lot of times that's all it takes for you to really stand out. Because a lot of people are living, they're living in this matrix and they accept the matrix. They accept everything that's wrong with it and they internalize it and they live their lives as someone who's unrepentant and reprobated. Why? Because they just feel like this world is the know all be all. They don't think about spirituality. They don't think about the afterlife. They don't think about spiritual warfare. See, these are things that everybody don't think of. Now, because some of you brothers and sisters been previewed to my channel for some time and y'all been tapping in, it may sound normal to you, but the mass majority of the world, especially for you newcomers over here, I need you to know this. The mass majority of the world not thinking about spiritual warfare, angels versus demons, demons versus angels. What's going on with these agendas that they're putting out? What's going on with the laws that's being passed? They're not really thinking like that. They're not using astute observations. They're not paying attention. The fact that you are aware, you're socially aware, you're not trying to fit in with everybody, you're standing out, they fear you for that. They fear you for that. Yep. And then they start to gang stalking. Yeah, they start gang stalking, and you got these perpetrators set up in various communities. Now, for those unfamiliar with that term, gang stalking, it's organized mobbing. It's when a collective group of people watch an individual with scrutiny and torture, and they're watching this person and stalking this person. It can happen at the workplace. It can happen in your neighborhood. It can happen, in just different places. It can even happen online, really. And these entities, these forces, they're very spiteful type of people. A lot of them get incentives, and this can happen on an agency type of level, or it can simply be like you got some people in your community. They see you, they see the way you move. All you do is mind your business, but for some reason they're really concerned about how you move. Um, you know, they're watching you. They don't understand you. They fear you. When you come outside, they want to come outside. You know, they're constantly watching. And then they muster up the courage to start pricking and prodding, doing little things around the community. This is the kind of things they do. Why? Because you're living in a world where a lot of people are demonic. This is why I teach about communal living and how it's important that we establish a community on the land that we own while we get somewhere else. Because at the end of the day, all you doing is minding your business. You doing what you got to do as a man or a woman, and these demons are getting riled up. And there's really no peace in a lot of communities. A lot of these places that we live, particularly within the cities, they're ran by witches, and it's certain people who are hired as the project managers. It's certain people that are hired to surveil certain citizens. And you know, the stalking gets real. It really does get real. This is not something that is made up. I mean, all you got to do is look up surveillance jobs. I mean, they paying people left and right. There's some people who do surveillance jobs for $60K. It's no type of, it's no real type of filter. They hire everyday citizens to surveil people. You can look it up on Indeed, snag a job, whatever. So it's very real, but people don't believe this, but it's real. People really do watch the chosen. They really do watch the righteous, but there ain't nothing they can do. I'm not telling you this to be in fear. And I'm definitely not telling you this so you can be paranoid, because at the end of the day, we battle not against flesh and blood, but we battle wickedness and principalities in high places. They can do what they want to do. They can watch all day. I tell them viewers' discretion is advised. That's what I tell them, right? Keep on watching. You might get shocked with what you see. No, I'm just joking. We ain't really doing nothing. I'm joking, being facetious. But we are that interested in them, like a fish in a bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Somebody said, I got a weird neighbor who parks everywhere. I park one day and they park right behind me, then next to me. Yeah, that's how they do. They do little things like that. Yeah, they looking at us like we in an aquarium or something. They really do study the chosen, man. They study the children of the Most High. Somebody said, let me see. Yeah, let them keep watching. Somebody said, only with our eyes we will see the reward of the wicked. Absolutely. Somebody said, new breed. I've been going through my neighbors that live above me. Watch everything I do. They don't see my presence. I'm moving as far away from here now. You know, YouTube has changed up the font. They've changed up the font on the comments in the chat, and it doesn't look good. YouTube, as a content creator, it doesn't look good. You can barely see it. Y'all made this really thin font. It just doesn't look good, especially when you outdoors. But no, this is what they do though. This is definitely what they do. Somebody said, could care less if they watching me. Right. Somebody said they stole my license plate on Halloween. Wow. See, a lot of people are going through it. This is why we gotta do what we gotta do to get on our community, man. They very envious, man. Jealous demons all through these neighborhoods, for real. All through these neighborhoods. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to come through with a very long live stream. I just wanted to really give you that quick message, brothers and sisters, quick motivational talk. I got some moves I need to make, so it ain't going to be a long-winded stream. Peace and blessings to everybody who joined. Hopefully y'all learned something. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn the post notification bell on so you can get these videos as they're being uploaded. And also be prepared to get more content coming very soon. Look, I thank each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Shalom and peace.